What up, Yu-Gi-Oh players? Coming at you guys a little special gift here. I have a Dungeon Dice Monsters game, basically. I got two of them, so I just kind of wanted to show it off and show you guys what the game's about and how to play it. So yeah, basically it's you have these little, you have two players. One player starts here, one player starts here. Beginners, if you only have one of each, like if each player only has their own, then you only use these. But if you don't, if you're not sharing the same starter kit, you use the bigger ones because you have plenty of board space, spaces. So the point is to get your opponent's king or monster lord, and they have 3 life points, and you attack them 3 times and they lose. It's as easy as that, but it's actually pretty decent and complicated. I'll probably make more videos than this one just to go over the gameplay, but we'll just go over this here, basic stuff. First things first is you basically have a few monsters here. We'll go over, I have 2 different teams basically. You have the red and blue. I have them separated by color, red, blue, and then I have a few whites. And these guys are the extras. These are ones that didn't come in the starter decks. So each pile has the same exact monsters, but then these, you roll a die, and so you can get, whoever rolls the highest gets to randomly choose, I guess. You can make your opponent choose first, and then you go second, but it's really up to you. Basically, the way that it works, we have a monster lord. He doesn't move. He sits basically right over here, and you have to protect him. If he loses his 3 hit life points, then you lose the game. He has 10 attack, so he can't attack if your opponent's monster is sitting there. 3 life points. He's the only monster that has life points, because that's your life is the only life. The rest of the monsters have hit points or HP, and basically we'll go over this. You have the arrow is movement counters. We'll get to the counters here in a moment. The plus or the sword is a attacking counter, and then the ×2 is you have to use 2 attacking counters. The wheel is I believe it's a trap. Yeah, trap, and then 3 is just a special ability he gets either way. And then movement, and then trap ×3, and then he has a 0, so it's just this monster will be affected by any attacks or effects from the dragon tribe. This one is a quick play speed, I guess it was, but basically you have 3 of these and you're good to go. So that's spell, sorry. He has 2 abilities. I'm not sure exactly what the 0 and 3 mean. I played it for a while, but I've never been able to find out what 0 and 3 mean. But I'm assuming it's like spell speeds or something, but I'm not really sure. So same thing with blue, and then you have these guys over here. You have Feral Imp, you have Yoranzo, and you have Blast Lizard. Out of these 3, I'd say Blast Lizard's probably the best. It's actually pretty decent. You can destroy anything basically. But that's the monsters. The way you play it, you move these little guys across the board. So you have figurines, right? These guys here are actually pretty sweet looking, the detail. They have the names of them on the bottom. Gear for the Iron Knight. Tells you the set name. You have Twin Swords, Guardian of Twin Swords, or whatever his name is. Whoops. He's got a nice little sword. You can kind of see his face. If I could get that to kind of zoom in there. Nope. But you have Buster Blader, which actually has a sword on his back, which is actually pretty sweet. And then you have Vorse Raider. His actually looks really nice if you could see it. But my phone's camera is terrible, but yeah, he looks pretty cool. And then you have Thunderball. Thunderball's cool. He's got some big old eyes on him. So yeah, that's the monsters. So basically, the way that it works is you have a pair of die. You pick which die you want. Depending on the die, the green has 4, red is 1, and blue is 2, and yellow is 3. Now what these numbers mean are, as you can see on these monsters, you have different levels on the monsters. You have little 3s, which would be these 3. You have level 2s, and then also there are level 1s that you gotta find him. He's right here. Okay. Only level 1 is Vorse Raider, but you know, you summon him by if you want to summon him, you have to get level 1 die. So you have these. You have to roll 2 1s or more, and so you would be able to definitely summon him. So you only need 2 of these. The other one, it's void. If you roll anything extra, say that you rolled a shield times 2. That's where these come into play. These are the little mana crests. They start on the right, and you work your way to the left. It has 1 through 10 at the top here. So if you get, say we get 2 defense crests, you find the shield on there, so it'll be right there. You move 2 of these little blue things from the right to the left. Whenever you want to use these for their powers or their abilities or to just block, use 1 per block. So if you want to defend once, you do that. You can't defend more than once unless they have a special ability. But you roll that, and then for 2s the same way. You have 3 blue die. Roll these. You don't get to summon a monster, which is unfortunate. The higher the number level, the harder they are to summon. So I don't have any level 4s at the moment, but I would like to. If you guys have any of this, by the way, I will trade for it. But and I'll bring this to Chicago, YCS Chicago. So you just basically, if you roll no summoning, basically you just add these to your mana crest here. So you would have 4 swords and then 2 movements. You roll it again. Hopefully next turn you get lucky, and this time you get to summon a monster. But this one's void. So you get to summon a level 2. Basically the way that it works is, so say that we roll. We'll go with. Let's go with this guy. Level 1. We'll roll it. Let's do it. Alright, so we get to get a movement crest, which would be the little arrow here. We're going to move it over, and then you get to summon. So if I'm on this side, he's going to be here already. But you take any of these, which are your placement, basically your where you move to. They have to at least touch one another to move forward to get your opponent's field, and you got all these shapes here. So to start off, you have to at least have one that touches your monster king, whatever his name is. So you can do this, you can do that, as long as it touches this guy at all. Like you could literally do this, but you also want to be able to guard this guy so your opponent can't go straight to him. So usually you want to go sideways or something crazy like this, so your opponent can't go straight from their end to this end, because they have special abilities. They can move forward. So if there's a line going from here to here, your opponent's going to get to you easy. Say that you summon another monster, you can pick another piece. It can be any of these. All it has to do is, since you have one at least touching your monster king, the rest of them, all they have to do is touch yours. And you flip these over, they're red. These are your opponents. So I have 2 sets of these. You have the blue and red, but just for showing you what's up. Your opponent, they've got their stuff started over here, and they're working their way over. And let's just do this. So right now, if this was legal, they would be, these are touching, so that's fine. And then there's a touching yours, so that's fine. They can now move on to yours as long as they are touching, edge to edge. They can't be corners like this. They have to be physically, like the straight touching. So that's that. Here in a second I'll get some more on how this works. I'll make another video for today. This one's getting kind of long, so I'll explain more here in the next video. If you guys do enjoy this video, definitely please thumbs up it for me, just to show me that you do like it, and I will definitely make more, and maybe even a gameplay video for you guys to watch, me and my friend. Once again, a relaxed Jigger player coming at you guys with this video. Peace out.